A new rehab device is changing lives in physical therapy and possibly impacting those with debilitating diseases.
They said I was never going to run, and I'm running.
The last physical therapist I went to told me not to come back because there wasn't anything they could do for me. I didn't have much hope, but the first day they put the NewGait on me, I immediately felt my leg again.
I'm Kim Spranger, and I'm a physical therapist who had the pleasure of working with Rodgers. You're going to hear his story today of just amazing ability to overcome obstacles and get back to the stuff you love. Rod, tell us just a little bit about who you are, your age, and kind of like what makes you you.
As you can tell, I just turned 80 this last year. I tried a lot of different things. Track and cross country and football was my strong suit. I went on to a small college and played football. Then I married my high school sweetheart.
Aww.
And we had 4 great boys, and they were all quite talented athletic-wise, and they got my enthusiasm back up, and I started competing again. I won the nationals in a mile for seniors. I started running marathons, and I ran 15 marathons total. 4 of them were at Boston.
Keeping fit and competing in athletics was his passion, and nothing was going to stop him, not even 80 years of wear and tear. That is, until the unexpected happened. About 2 years ago, on a November day in Florida, while cycling from LaBelle to Fort Myers, just as he did every morning to have breakfast with his friends.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's a major highway, but there's no traffic on it that time of day. 36 miles to the restaurant that I had breakfast with my friends, and anyway, I got hit by a hit-and-run driver.
Miraculously, it wasn't long before Rod received medical attention, thanks to a flashing bike light and an early morning commuter.
She saw that flashing light laying on the ground, and she connected the dots and turned around and called 911, got help. Otherwise, I don't think I would have probably be here today.
I think it was 16 or 17 staples in his forehead. He had a fracture just below his left knee. He had staples in his left heel, and he had a big gouge of muscle and tissue taken out of the back of his left calf. He had a separation in the front of his pelvis that they had to go in and do surgery and put a plate in. He also had numerous small fractures in his pelvis.
Rodney was in rehab for 3 weeks, learning how to walk again, but he was losing hope that he could ever feel as good as he did before the accident.
A lot of things were different. There was a lot of numbness, and nothing felt the same.
Until he visited Kim for just 4 therapy sessions, rehabbing with the NewGait.
It was an amazing difference. I mean, the first time I put it on, I couldn't believe how much more in control I felt just with that on.
When it was time for Rod to travel back to Florida, Kim submitted a letter of medical necessity to Rod's insurance company, and they agreed to cover the expenses of a home-use NewGait for Rod to use daily.
So then you started wearing it every day for a walk.
Oh yeah, every day.
And sending me data. What was your general thoughts about what happened wearing the NewGait for your walk every day?
It was surprising how fast that it started improving.
Over the next several months, Rod walked 2.25 miles every morning and collected data on his walking pace and sent Kim the data as they continued to meet over video calls.
Some days I didn't even know where it came from. It just, the time just improved so much. It's just made a tremendous difference. And looking back at it, it's that control that made the difference in the speed.
In general, about how much biking do you do now?
I'm riding about 30 miles a day, sometimes 40. You know, I'm 80 years old. Unfortunately, things are going to decline. I want that to happen as slow as possible. I just want to say how much I appreciate what you did for me.